Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Movie Theater Massacre. And this is a new horror comedy coming to you from writer-director Ian Courtney, and this focuses on a group of employees are working their last week at a movie theater that is going out of business when a mysterious figure begins to murder people. And this film works on three different levels. So this is this comedy drama about a group of people running this old school movie theater. It's the last week, dealing with, all the memories and the challenges ahead of them. And out of all these elements, this by far is what works the most and gets you the most invested. I think these characters, have tropes and archetypes, but, some of them are fun and like the clowns of the group. Others, have this like maybe an unsaid kind of connection and you're kind of rooting for them to one of them to at least step up into it. And we can get behind that. And, this love for film, a lot of the dialogue in terms of their interactions, talking about movies and different stuff like that. And especially if you're a cinephile, it's very relatable. Then you have the slasher aspects, which generally, this is a very low budget film, and you can feel that, and it has its limitations in places. I think the tension and suspense building of these long shots walking through this empty old theater, that actually builds some tension and is kind of haunting at times. But when you actually get to like the slasher parts, it feels really silly and clunky, and it really doesn't sell. And they happen so sporadically that like I'm invested in like what's going on with these people. The slasher element of this doesn't really do much, which is really concerning because the whole movie's called Movie Theater Massacre. And honestly, this film kind of feels like it would have been better off if it just focused on this grounded take, or even like the third element, which is this place haunted, and having some like ghostly elements to it. And maybe even that being a part of it works considerably better than the slasher parts because it kind of adds to that mystique of like this old theater, this experience. And, there's some solid special effects in regards to like the haunting elements. There's also some that are really clunky and bad and really take you out of the film. I think this film is a little too bold in trying to commit to these different layers and genre building because the genre elements that they inject in just honestly take away from what works about the film. And the slasher elements, which is really supposed to be like the main crux of this, just isn't there. It doesn't deliver in an impactful, memorable, or engaging kind of way. And it kind of leaves you wanting so much more out of that. But in general, like, this is an hour and 15-minute film, and you could feel connected to these characters and have a good time with that. It's just sporadically you're going to have strange, out of nowhere, brutal, bloody murders, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's happening now. But it has some good tension and, the character elements and the themes in terms of the love of film and the movie theater going experience. It's just, this genre-bending film it doesn't accomplish an effective horror when this is supposed to be a horror film. But those are my thoughts on Movie Theater Massacre. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.